So I moved back to the East Coast and then got involved in a relationship and moved to New York City, and that's where I got involved in finance. And I think the biggest thing for me is always finding stability in my life. I don't feel like I had that growing up in my own sense, and so that might be a push for the finance primarily in my life, is because I've always wanted to have that like financial stability to make sure I can take care of myself. I'm a very strong, headstrong woman, very independent. I want to make sure I'm okay before somebody would make sure I'm okay. You know, I think that the best thing you can do is invest in yourself than invest in other people, because if you're fully invested in yourself and you feel whole, then you have something to give. But if you don't and you're investing in other people and this is an empty vessel, you're always going to keep searching and you're never going to know like where you are, who you are. And I think within the last 10 years, that was like the biggest thing through the relationship. And you know, I was supporting him. I was working the World Financial Center in New York City, and simultaneously I was like producing paintings. I was doing commissions for that, and then I was doing some design work, and moved down to North Carolina through that relationship and started selling things at boutiques out of a design studio in my house. And that relationship ended, so I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, where I continued to work in finance the whole time along. And I was producing apparel and accessories, and because of that, within like 3 or 4 months being out there, I got a lot of recognition, and I was a lead designer, and I was doing lots of shows, and I was working with charities and news teams, and you know, on TV and newspapers and magazines. Like, it was really cool. It's like all of a sudden, because I fully invested back in myself, like I finally had all this power within myself to realize, oh my gosh, like I'm really this awesome. Like, you know, when you take out all these factors that are distracting you and you really focus, you know, like I said, energy flows. Like, people recognize it and they recognize your passion. And so it bloomed, and that was really cool, and that gave me the confidence. And what I'm saying, like, over time, like, you know, the first time coming out here is a struggle because you don't know who you are and you don't know what to do. And I think when you're younger, you think more selfishly. Yeah, and you know, I think that that's what it is. It's balance. And I think even though maybe it sounds paradoxical by nature to have like a passion for business and then have a passion for creativity, because they seem like left brain, right brain sort of things. But art to me is like math, it's like science. There's a certain placement, there's a composition, everything flows together, you analyze everything. And I think if you're coming from it as, like they say, a CEO or something, and you're looking down at a business, you know, anything tangible is creative in this world. So I think it's a holistic approach to it, and I think it is balance. You know, maybe because I'm left-handed, I don't know. Like, I think with both parts, but it's just appealing to me. I like both of them. Like, I don't feel fulfilled unless I have both. Like, I don't feel fulfilled if I don't have creativity. But if I have only creativity and I don't have structure, you know, this infrastructure that keeps me stable, then it just feels off for me. So I have a craving for both, but in a very entrepreneur sort of way, where it's like my baby. It's not like I'm trying to do like a million different jobs, like, oh, these are all finance and it's so specific to just finance, and then this is so specific to that. It's like integrating the two.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.